Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to change your transmission fluid filter on your 2019 through 2024 Chevy Malibu. This is the model with the CVT, codenamed the VT40. And first things first, we're going to be looking at that black cover right there. Below the metal rod, which is going to be your shift linkage. That's going to be the cap for our filter. We're going to need our filter. Again, get this from AutoZone. Don't get it from the dealer. They'll charge you 30 bucks. You can get it for around 20 bucks at AutoZone. That is the correct part number. Next, you're going to need a flathead, ratchet, a 15, a 13, and a 10, an oil filter wrench, and then another oil filter wrench. And this will come in handy for getting off the old filter and then getting the new filter on. As you saw in the beginning, that filter cover is in a pretty rough spot. And first thing we're gonna wanna do is just get this battery out of the way. We're gonna disconnect it and then pull the whole thing out. Everything there is gonna be a 10 millimeter. And I'll just hit it with my impact real quick and get it all out. Remember, you're always going to want to disconnect the negative first before you disconnect the contact. Just wanted to get a close-up for you guys. These three bolts are for sure going to be coming out. We're gonna that one right there, that one, and that one. Again, more 13 millimeters. Pull them out, and then this whole tray should come out. From there, we're gonna be pulling this metal tray that holds all this fun, fancy electronic stuff in there. As expected, I missed some cleverly placed nuts on the end of these screws. You're not gonna be able to see it in the camera, but take your 13 mil and just stick it down in there, and you can see slots right on. Take those two off next, and we'll see if that's able to get her off. This all seems to be moving pretty freely now. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna get a couple of the spots like these with these plastic hold down screws, I like to call them. They aren't quite real screws. I'm just gonna pop all these out. And there's one right there as well. And I'm pretty sure this piece is attached to this as well. So we're gonna see. It's probably gonna pull this up. I'm sure we're gonna have to pop that line out real easily and see if we can wiggle this out. I'll let you know if we need to disconnect any of this. I have a feeling that these will have to come off at some point. All right, we're coming down now. We're gonna be taking off the shifting linkage, just moving it around. This is gonna be a 15, and you're gonna wanna be very careful. Note the position that it's in. Again, this is your shifting linkage. This is your transmission. Make sure your emergency brake's engaged. Just be really careful with this. You don't wanna play with that too much. If you break it, it's gonna be a headache for sure. So we're gonna do a 15 here, and then a 10 here. You're just gonna take these off, and you're gonna be able to lift this guy up and move him off to the side so that we can get our wonderful filter cover. All right, now we're gonna be able to take this guy and just get up underneath there, lift him off. You can see the back one too. I'm actually gonna grab that bolt real quick unless it, no, it's threaded. We should be all right. And we're just gonna push this off, move it to the side, and start attacking this filter cover. All right, best way to go about doing this is grabbing yourself one of these. They're about 10 bucks at AutoZone. And it's usually an oil filter tool, but it works for this case. And you're just gonna take it, throw it on top kind of like that, and you can see as you twist it, it grips on. So as you go to loosen it, it twists itself on and tightens. And it's not gonna stay that way, so it might slip a couple of times, but you can kind of see how it grabs the sides. And then you're just gonna throw your good little ratchet and extension on there and then slowly twist it, and eventually it will grab and should pop right off. We're looking at our transmission fluid filter. You can see it really doesn't look that bad. Not too dirty, but I change it for peace of mind. Car is at about 85,000 miles, so figure this is probably only gonna get, the filter change will probably only need to be done a couple times in the car's lifetime. So figured it would be best to do it now. There's our new filter, all nice and pretty. Comes in a box like this from GM. I ordered it through AutoZone, and I recommend it. That's the best way to do it. They're gonna get it to you. They work with the vendor. If you go through Chevy or anybody else, they're gonna end up paying like 30 bucks. That's what they quoted me. I found it from AutoZone for around 20. So they were able to get it shipped out from the vendor. Same part that they're gonna sell you at the dealership, just for no markups. And you can use this part number that I'm showing you right now and plug it into AutoZone or take it in, put in the year, make, and model, transmission filter. They'll be able to find it for you. At this point, it's been threaded all on, and I'm just waiting to tighten it. I'm going to take something like this, an old oil filter wrench, and we're just going to either clamp the top or go kind of at it from the side and just give it that last little twist. It's pretty tough initially to get on. It's a little bit tricky, but once you get it past the, get it a quarter of the way on there, all of a sudden, because we primed it, it slips right on, real easy. All right, after we've got it all on there, you're basically gonna top up your fluid, which I have posted in the other video, and then reassemble everything. All right, guys, everything's all back together, just the way it was before, and should be all done with this service. You're good to go if you're following along doing the rest of your transmission, which you should. From now, you can turn on the car and continue to do the level check for the fluid. But other than that, we're good to go. Leave a like, make sure to check out my other video for the full transmission service, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks.